the animal offerings and the vegetable offerings. This is the harp is made out of wood, which is vegetable. This is made out of mineral. The drums are made out of the skins of animals, which are animals. So that all the different aspects, when the animal offerings or the bread offerings or the salt or the wine or all these things were brought, it took the whole day of the service with music and with all the people working together until they finally came to the point when the flute was played, when God accepted all of the offerings at the same time. And at that time it says that music had to be played. If there was no music, there was no service. It's one of the divine commandments of the Torah. At that moment, when it was an angelic figure of a lion made out of fire, which was a spiritual vision that whatever it was, the divine presence came down and accepted the offering. At that point, everyone in the celestial and in the earthly world broke into song, because the ultimate purpose is the expression of that harmony. Just to add one point to this, that Gaon Mivilna, one of our greatest sages, said that there is, in the Torah, there is the simple meaning of the Torah, and then there's the mystical meaning. And inside of the mystical meaning, there are also levels. So we have the divine sphero, the names of God, the different eschatological questions that come up and all this, the questions of faith. And then there is the secret of the secret, or the mysticism of the mysticism, the final last revelation, the highest ultimate revelation, the last thing that will be revealed before the ultimate revelation of God, whatever that will be, is the music of the temple. That harmoniousness, that unity, when it all comes together in one beautiful chord, in one beautiful harmony, that's considered to be the secret of secrets, the final ultimate revelation.
Here we are spending all this time dancing around the secret, hoping that we can somehow get closer to it. And the Gaon Mivilna described it as the secret of secrets.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier that the nevel, the harp, contains the letters of Lev, of the heart. And that it's held actually opposite the heart. Can you play the harp a little bit more and tell us about its function in the temple?
Sure. The simple function of the harp, as one of the most basic of the instruments, the most fundamental of the instruments, is to accompany the voice. Because I can play and I can sing at the same time. Ya ya la la, ya ma 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 da, ya ma 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 ma, ya la 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 la. La 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 la, ya la la la, la 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 la. So when King David would play the harp, and he would sing, so that's when the lamed beit of the harp, the love of the harp, would bring him up to the 50th gate of understanding. Again, the word nevel includes 3 letters. Lamed and beit go together to spell love, and the nun in the Torah always represents understanding. So the harp is the combination of love and understanding. What it says that when King David would go to sleep at night, he slept a very short time. He was very busy all the time. He slept as little as possible. He would just kind of drowse until midnight, and he put his harp next to him by the window. And at midnight, there was a north wind that would always come in and blow through the palace window and make a sound kind of like this. And then King David would wake up and he would sing the Psalms. And through singing the Psalms came all the wisdom of the world to him, and as king, it went out to the people. Ya la la, ya ma 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 ma, ya ya ra ra, ya ra ra ram, da ra ram da ra ra, la da ra ra, ram da ra ra, ram da ra ra, la ra 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 ra. da da dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 da. Also, the harp can be tuned in an infinite number of ways. You can play all the scales. The Godme Vilna used to tune instruments. Yeah, he used to play with the intonations, it says that.
What do you think? You think we'll be going electric in the third temple?
I don't know.
It's hard to believe.
Yeah, it could be. There's a lot of beautiful sounds that can be made. I don't know whether we'll need to. I don't know. I think about that different ways. I think that whatever we do, if it's done with the intention of love, loving God and loving our fellow man, I think God will accept it. I think if you got an electric guitar, bring it. I think we'll use it.
Rabbi David Lewis, thank you so much for bringing us closer to an understanding of the secret of the music of the Holy Temple. May we merit to hear it soon, to play it, to sing it, to be in the place of the Divine Presence, the light to Israel and the light to the nations.
Thank you very much.
Light to the Nations is produced by the Temple Institute in the Marty Morrell Studios in Jerusalem, Israel. Dedications can be made for upcoming Light to the Nations teachings. To make a dedication, please visit templeinstitute.org, go to the multimedia section, and click on Light to the Nations. Or you can email media@templeinstitute.org. Your dedications help make these productions possible.